All right, what's up, guys? How we doing? Good morning, man. Let's get to it. All right. Yeah, let's pop back over to a 2 and see what's going on. So far, I gotta tell you, a bit of a weird bear channel, right? ATR here on the 5 is 46, 46.6, 47-ish. And context right now is sitting at, again, I would say sloppy bear channel. You have the wick high of 16 causing some issues, and then that little tight range from 18 to 22. So, that's okay. Let's see what we can do, man. How we doing? Good morning. All right, I got to give it one more bar here on the, well, on at least the 2 minute. That wick high of 39 here on the 2. To me, that doesn't really come into the equation as far as channel. So if the 2 minute wants to do work here, I'll participate. This wick high of 16 is causing me problems. Because if I want to short in this bear channel, I got to use the wick high of 18. It's like, that's no good. You know, the wick high of 12, but I don't know. I don't typically do that kind of thing, cutting off a wick high like that. That's okay. Let's pop back to the 2. I think we can do some things here on the 2 until the 5 minute cleans itself up. Nico, is shorting bar 32 a higher probability than shorting bar 30 on the 2 minute? Let me think about this. Higher probability? I think we're kind of in the same ballpark. Because on 30, you know, you have the argument of, wait, maybe this is a big soft bear channel. Still a logical thing to do. 32, now the sequence is 30, 31, 32 rather than 29, 30, which are 2 super clean bars back to back. Now you have 30, 31, 32. 31 breaks it up a little bit. Ooh, that's okay. 32 shrinking body compared to 30. You guys following me? So they both have their positives because 32 is getting a little bit out of the soft bear channel now. But 30 is cleaner. right? So I would say we're about in the same ballpark as far as probability on those two. All right, minute 35 out. If the 5 minute rejects hard here and takes out the wick low at 21, all of a sudden we got a much cleaner way to play the soft bear channel. It's just this big wick high. That little son of a gun. By the way, Apex extended their deal. Since we talked yesterday, they were going to expire it at midnight last night. They extended it till tomorrow night at midnight. So we got 2 extra days. Code big, baby! What are they going to go to? I have no idea, by the way. Nobody really does. All right, bar 63. All right, minute 10. The bears can put in some work here. I've got something I can do. And it involves a big ol' stop limit sell, but it's got to be a beautiful close out of the bears. Currently looking more like a big sideways range, huh? All right, let 63 roll over into 64, and I'll watch 64. Meanwhile, over on the 5, we're about 4 minutes out. So we'll watch the 2-minute bars close. All right, you bears, slow down. Slow. All right. Well, here on the 2-minute, we're 18 seconds out. The Bears looked like they were going to close it up nice and clean for a second, and the Bulls stepped in like crazy, man. 10 seconds, I'll get the copier engaged just in case. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of nothing! Wow, look at my timer. It's very off. Timer's off like crazy today. I got to keep that in mind. Nico, I've got a bunch of accounts split between TakeProfitTrader and Apex. Some are evals, some are fundeds. I've been trading them in groups. Some are up, some are down. It's a lot of trades. Should I consider grouping them all at once? Yeah, so it goes one way. It doesn't really go the other way, in my opinion. If you're trading with a focus on funded accounts, meaning you're trading your funded regular trading rules, like B- quality and up, etc., trade them all at once. Fine, big deal, right? But if you're trading with an eval focus, you're being a bit more aggressive, opportunity cost is top of mind, then don't trade them all at once. Then just trade the evals. Look at this! Bar 26 here, making a push. That's my opinion, at least. If your mindset is fundeds first, regular, disciplined trading, you can toss them all in the copier and get to work. Unless the firm you're with has some kind of rule against that, I don't know. But if you're eval mindset, I wouldn't be tossing the fundeds in. Not that you should go crazy on evals, you know, but you might not be quite as disciplined. But around here, man, our baseline is very disciplined, so our eval baseline is probably more disciplined than the average person's funded discipline. Yeah, these random spikes, man. What is going on? Out of nowhere, you get an 80-point pop. Iran says we're not laying mines. All right. Nico, what do you think about the new rules at Apex? I think the people complaining about the new rules at Apex are the people that were trying to game the system because they can't actually trade. Bunch of estrogen-filled motherfuckers, if you ask me. Fucking bitching and moaning about a rule change. Like, calm down, dude. Just make money. Have some discipline. But in all reality, I do think Apex is clearly, now, I don't know, of course, it's speculation, but it seems to me like Apex is trying to make a push toward getting as many traders long-term live as possible. Because that's real trading. Right? And they're going to put real traders live eventually. They make that call. So, if that's their goal, I'm all pumped up about that. Because that's a long-term, great relationship. Right? Whereas, I think a lot of people who are upset are like, man, I want the gambly Apex back where I can just hedge fundeds against each other and then pray they don't notice. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? The difference here is people that are who are on the player side trying to cheat the casino versus just being the house. I pick being the house, which means I'm going to trade with discipline and trade for real, not try to game the fucking system for pennies on the dollar. Wrong mindset, dude. The money's in the discipline. Oh my goodness. All right. Back to the 2-minute, I suppose. See what's up. You know, the ATR here on the 2 is now 37 after that big body. 100-point bar. 65. Man, I mean, just looking at this price action. That discipline is crucial as ever here today. You gotta let it come to you. Chris, big dog, don't say it. I don't want to head back to 25K. I don't have fun when we're at 25K. Man, just keep us away from that number. Just take a little peek here. What's oil doing over here? Oh man, look at that soft bull channel. What a beauty. All right, back on the 2-minute NQ chart. 30 seconds out here to the close of Big Bar 69. So, you know, actually, is it a better example on the 5-minute? Or better on the 2, honestly. Here's a RAM lesson for you. You ready? You know when you look at a chart, this happens to everybody. I don't care if you've been doing it 40 years, it's gonna happen to you. You know when you look at a chart and you're confused, right? Because you're like, whoa. But like, maybe? And then you're like, but maybe. And then your brain says, oh, it's recovering. Just buy it. Look, when I look at a chart and I start thinking this, where it's like, what in the hell is going on? It's all over the place. You know what the story is 8 times out of 10? It's a trading range. It's just bigger than it looks. You draw like this, man, whatever the hell. There's not enough data to draw the line yet. Who cares? Just don't overthink it. The more you overthink the line, the less effective it becomes. And it's a range, by the way. It's not an exact point. It's a big range, right? And all of a sudden, when you say, it's like, oh, clarity. That's what's going on. And that, I think, makes it a lot easier to read context and actually find setups when you kind of realize that this is just a big intraday range, man. It's not really a soft bear channel at all anymore. It's not really a soft bull channel at all yet. It's a big sideways range. Okay, now I know what the hell's going on. Now I can actually have clarity and do what I need to do. I pull that out all the time, by the way. LJ's second Apex payout hit the bank account this morning. Big man. Love to see it. It's a good feeling, isn't it? When you make money from trading and then you can actually go do something with it. It changes the psychology. The first time when trade money actually hits the bank and it's substantial, and you're like, holy shit. Holy shit, it's working. Then it changes things a little bit. Well, just lying in wait here. Very curious to see if this turns into a soft bull channel, but in the meantime, I'm not forgetting, man. What is it? We're in a big sideways trading range. Big. Big. When you're confused, again, 8 times out of 10, man, that's the answer. Zoom out, take a look. A lot of times you'll go, oh, okay. Because when you're confused, man, good things don't happen. At least not for me. All right, there's the rollover into 74. Oh, man. All right, let's check out the 5. See what's going on. All right, you 5. I do not want to see a big single bar range. I'd like to see a soft bull channel, but then it's like, are we heading right back to 25,000 then? Which is problematic. Yeah, I've been having some night terrors about 25K, I gotta tell you. This number bullies me while I sleep. Yeah, you know what? I think you guys are right. I'm gonna go get a coffee. I might make a phone call. Or maybe someone else will make a phone call. Either way, watch this thing move about 200 points. Be right back. What's up? Welcome back, and we have got potentially, I better stay on this screen because we have got potentially here something I can do. Now, big sideways trading range is the thought, but it's wider than what I'm looking at here on this bar. So, all right, 2-minute chart here, 18 seconds out, copier engaged. I'm fine with the wick high of 67. Let's just see if I get a half reasonable close out of the bulls. Huge wick, nothing. Nothing. Look, this price action today, all you guys. If you lose patience, you lose discipline, it'll eat you up. All right, let's keep waiting. Let's keep waiting. Back to the 5-minute here and see what's going on. Yeah, we'll hang out over here for a second. Yeah, I mean, you see that right back on the 5-minute here, right back into the single bar sideways range. Man, you gotta take it easy. You gotta be careful here. When a setup comes, well, I'm not taking it easy, you know, but waiting on the setup, gotta. Now, my thought here, this is a 2-minute chart. Again, my thought here becomes, yeah, maybe, but remember, this whole thing is just a big range. And depending on the look, a lot of times, in my head, range beats wedge. Man, the poll here, we've got quite the mix, huh? That is something else. All right. All right, bar 80. Watching bar 80 here. Watching bar 80. Now, the biggest risk to me today. You gotta think about this stuff, right? The biggest risk to me today. Oh shit, this bar. Are we getting outsized? You son of a gun! The biggest risk to me today is this range chewing up any kind of continuation trade like this that I would even put on. Problem is coming right into the bottom of what I see as a more established trading range. Now, if we end up going lower and reestablishing a big soft bear channel, man, I'd be thrilled. You look 73, 74, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably wouldn't give a fill anyway. At least not in the time that I would need it on this 2-minute chart. James says, I've lost a ton this morning, thinking we were heading down to the 200 daily simple moving average. Well, you guys know how I feel about indicators in general, right? Indicators are a middleman. Price action is truth. I did that same kind of bullshit for a long time. It's hard. It's hard to get out of that because, you know, when you start trading, you kind of live and die by the indicators. A lot of people do. And it's not so easy to transition to going basically naked and just looking at price. Meaning the candles, right? Context and then the setups. Or lack thereof. I don't know. In my opinion, price action is look, there's a lot of ways to do this, but in my opinion, for me, it's like price action is the logical one. The rest to me is really hand wavy, and I can't make sense of the logic behind most other things. I am a price action purist when it comes to trading intraday. And even swing trading for that matter. Unless we're talking, you know, a bet on an AI company or something, in which case price action kind of goes out the window. But that's not what we're doing. Let's check out a 5-minute chart over on oil. Obviously, oil is massively in play right now. Question here, is it possible to create an algo trading system using RAM? Can it be automated? For me, obviously, I've thought of this. For me, there's too much nuance involved. And to be totally straight up, I don't want to automate it. First of all, I would perform much better than any automation I could build. Even if you 10x'd my programming knowledge, which is not all that extensive, but kind of there. There's too much nuance. I'm better than what I can automate. And plus, it's like, I wanted to be a trader. But that's not the first reason. If you could automate it, you'd be like, okay, well, what if I automated it and then also traded maybe a separate account manually? It's like, but I'm better. I'm just better. There's too much nuance. Let's go back to NQ here. And back to a 2-minute here. Coming right back into the top of the range. And the point range of this bar, we're looking at 50. Over 50 points, we're coming right into the top of the range. I gotta let 83 roll over here on the 2-minute chart on NQ. Watch 84. 10 seconds out. Oh, man. So, by the way, you see 79, 80, obviously, and then 81 through, and now 80, well, at least 83, now 84. I mean, right? What did we talk about? What did we talk about 30 minutes ago? It's a big range, man. You're gonna get chopped up. It's not even chopped up, it's your fault. But you're gonna get, I'll say, chewed up if you conveniently forget we're just in a big sideways range. Now, you can still structure trades in a big sideways range. But for me, they've got to be continuation trades with room. So like a bull continuation trade, maybe closing like here or something, which obviously I didn't get. Or a bear continuation trade, maybe closing like here. It's got to have room. But you need room for it to develop from the edge, right? So it's not so, you know, it's kind of got to thread the needle when we're in a big sideways range. This is one of the most difficult environments to find edge in. It can be done because it's wide enough. I mean, the range here is over 100 points wide. But I mean, don't kid yourself, you know, it's tough to find edge in an environment like this, and that's okay. Well, ATR here on the 2-minute chart is 34, which is great. It's great. I just need a setup, man. Alright, bar 86 here is going to be the first bar attempting to close outside of this big sideways range, or at least getting up toward the top of it. After 84, 85 here on the 2-minute NQ chart, which means I got to wait on 87. Let's see what 87 brings. I may have a setup here that I got to do something on. Man, if you haven't yet, hit like on the live stream. I appreciate you doing so. Or dislike, big dog. Whatever you like. Alright, 5-minute chart here closing, minute 22 out. This would also be the first 5-minute bar outside of that range, or at least attempting to. Wifey's in the chat, be nice! You guys better watch yourselves. Put you in your fucking place, man. Alright, 38 seconds. There's the opening bar 36 on the 5. Whole bunch of nothing, man. We're stuck in this sideways range. Huge wick on that last 5-minute bar. Watch 88 close here on the 2-minute. All right, 2 minute. Calm down a little bit, bears. I don't mind that. All right, 60 seconds out here. Let's see what we get out of 89. Pop on over. All right. All right, 25 seconds out here. 2 minute NQ chart. Copier. Engage. Let's see. Let's see if 89 can close up reasonably. ATR here on the 2 minute 38. Get my stop limit sell ready. The range of that bar is within reason. Ooh, little lower, little lower. Beauty! All right, Bears, take it. What's that guy? Just a tad. Ooh. Three seconds. No fill, no trade. Bears! You bunch of babies, man. All right, next bar here. Let's watch 90. Question here, what's the idea behind giving it 30 seconds for the order to fill? So I give it it's not always 30 seconds. It depends on the quality of the setup, whether I give it 15, 20, 25, or 30. The idea is on a lower quality setup, I want, well, in the case of a stop limit sell, I want the bears to take it quickly. I want them to do what I want them to do fast. If it's a really high quality setup, I'll give them a little more grace and give them up to maybe 25, 30 seconds. But if they don't take even an A setup within 30 seconds, on let's say a 5 minute chart, for example, for me, that's no longer what I wanted or needed it to be. You know, my best trades, man, they'll take it in 5 seconds a lot of times. And I know that, so I only give it a predetermined amount of time. If they don't want it, I don't want them. That's on stop limit entries, by the way. Yeah, we're still 3 minutes out from the close over on the 5 minute. Well, I gotta pop over here. 15 seconds out, 2 minute NQ chart, copy or engage. You know, you got 90, 91, 92. Prettiest setup in the world? No, but it's in the wheelhouse. So I gotta see if they close it up clean. That bar is within reason as far as range compared to the ATR. And I'm in a reasonable spot here in the trading range. If the bulls want to take it, then I will participate. They'll take it! All right, I'm sitting long. Set my stop there, let's see. ATR 34. All right, bulls. I'd say it's about time, big man. ATR sitting 33. Here on the 2-minute. All right, bulls. Let's do it to him. Nothing for me to do as far as bar-by-bar management, obviously. On 94, inside close, inside the wick high at 93. Holy shit. Boom! Oh! 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 See if they take it. Alright, I gotta pull that order. No fill! No fill! There we go. Full ATR scalp there. We are out. Moving on. Alright. Oh. There we go. Yeah, the no fill thing, that'll happen to you. It's fine. It's not a big deal, man. Who gives a shit? It happens both ways. You know, you just gotta look. Everything good is gonna happen to you. Everything bad is gonna happen to you. I mean, we got the fill regardless, but like, just do your job. Every little thing possible will happen to you. It'll get within 1 point of your take profit, turn around, stop you out. Vice versa. It'll get within 1 tick of your stop loss. Turn around, turn into a big winner. It's all gonna happen. Just take it as it comes and fucking move on. All right, minute 16 out here from the close and 97 here. Should we pop back to the 5 and see what's going on over there? Yeah, we still got some waiting to do over here on the 5 minute. Big trading range, man. Big ol' range. We got 4 minutes here to close that 5 minute bar. Here's a 2 minute. I want to watch 99, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, are these the early stages of a bigger soft bull channel, or are we going to head right back down into a sideways range, which is the more probable thing? But this gets messy here. Man, I top ticked that, I think, didn't I? Doesn't matter, but it's always fun to see. Man, if you haven't yet, hit like. Hit like on the live stream, man. Whatever you need. Or, I mean, whatever you want. Like, dislike. Man, hit a button. I appreciate you hitting a button. And in the meantime, I think we're getting some decent volatility here. I will be right back. Just grabbing a refill. Let's see what else we can grab here. 1 trade so far. It's been kind of slow, but we're sitting up 4,300 bucks. So I'll be right back. See what we can grab. What's up? We're back. All right. Check out the 5 here. Yeah, so a lot of people might look at this and say, hey, you know, we had kind of a weird sloppy bear channel. Now this is going to be a big soft bull channel, right? Maybe, sure. But I think the more probable thing is likely that the market comes down and backfills the whole range. Maybe tries to take out the wick low at 21. But at least moves down into that region rather than turning this into just a big wedge, right? I mean, that is the more probable thing. How much more probable? I don't know, maybe 65-35, 60-40. But either way, big range, man. So there's the 5 minute. Spending most of our time over here on the 2 this last hour. I mean, look at this, guys. You know, that is something else. Only trade here so far. Yeah, it was 92. Well, got long on the close at 92 with a stop limit buy. That's the one trade so far here on stream today. Up 4.3K. When price action looks like this, man, I cannot stress enough. You gotta be patient. You say, well, it's hard to be patient. Yeah, well, it becomes a lot easier. And I say this like every day, and probably one person has taken this piece of advice and went and fucking killed it. The rest of you, I think, really should listen. Because I know traders, man, I've been there. The way to do this, discipline that is, which is most of your problem, is find or build one from scratch, or find a logical methodology, system, logic, right? Something that makes logical sense in your brain so that you can believe in it. And then you just have to not break any rules at all for like a week or two and plant that seed in your brain that, wow, hey, when I follow the plan, I do better. And I don't face as much pain. You're still going to have losing streaks, obviously. But over an extended sample size of being disciplined and not breaking rules, your performance, if the methodology is logical, is going to improve. And when it does, you build a self-fulfilling prophecy of, oh, hey, when I do the right thing, when I don't gamble, when I just stay patient and disciplined and hit the trades when I'm supposed to and not hit them when I'm not supposed to, I get what I want, which is better performance. And then it's really fucking easy to be disciplined and patient. Or I should say, it gets a lot easier. That conclusion didn't happen overnight, man, so you can find that out yourself over the next however many fucking years. Or you can take it from me, who had to come to that conclusion the hard way, through pain. Takes like 2 weeks to brute force the discipline. I don't think people get what I mean when I say that, but there you go, I just explained it. That's your answer. Take it or leave it, big dog. Doesn't make a difference to the rest of us. Only you and your family. If you care. The simplest edge I know of? Well, that's kind of a loaded question because you see what I do every day. I trade RAM, but the simplest edge, I would say, is you still have to learn stuff, but the simplest is net sell option strategies. Basic 2 and 4 leg spreads. The edge is built in on purpose because it's a leveraged instrument. So you're providing the buyer leverage. In exchange, they give you edge. It's built right in. That's first thing that let me go full-time trading. First thing ever was net sell options. But it was a really good market. It was the right time for it. IV was high. It was good. But long term, RAM is better for me. But I'm still going to do all of it. It's just the net sell stuff, the market isn't always quite as tremendous for doing it. And it takes 3 minutes a day to manage. It's like, all right, let's do something else here. All right, 2 minutes out here on the 5 minute. Close at bar 43, roll over into bar 44. Big sideways range. Can't lose sight of that big dog. Right? You can draw it however you want. Draw like this. Tighten this up from the left to the right. But that's what we're looking at. So we wait. Look at all these bars on the 5. A lot of trouble getting out, having outside closes. All inside closes. Trading range, trading range, trading range. I sound like a broken record. I know some of you guys are like, bro, you say the same thing over and over. Yeah, well, you keep losing over and over, big dog. We've all been there, man. It's a range, right? There's a close of 108 still inside the range, that is. Let's watch 109. SR says, yes, brutal discipline coupled with logic. That makes sense. No matter what, try at least 4 weeks. Same as today's advice. He gave it a month back. Did you take it a month back, SR? I gave this advice. Well, I've been giving this advice like every day in the tomb. But we've done a few hour-long trainings on this exactly. And I know some people actually took that and ran with it. And now they're fucking killing it. Which is awesome, man. That fills me with so much joy. Because trading's really hard, and I went through a lot of pain because I did not know. I could not figure out what made logical sense to me. I was like, you know what? You know what's real is price. Price action is real. Fast forward a whole bunch. Here we have RAM. If you don't like it, man, don't use it. Whatever. I love it. Brute force discipline in February, the P&L shows. So, you know, right now, I mean, the issue is we're getting these big tests of the outside, and the range is sloppy, right? I mean, you want to zoom in a little bit, and it's like, okay, well, basically, right? Draw this however you want. Again, don't overthink it. We're getting these big hard tests, and then it's reversing, but then we're getting big bars on the reversal. Right, you know, so it's not really getting, you know, 90, 92, though 92 is a pretty good trade. Look at this, 88, 83. So it's not a lot of time for any inside the range continuation with room to set up. So right now, we got to get out of this little range here. One trade so far on the stream, up 4,300, just being patient. Look at that, 5 minutes, even more obvious. Big trading range. Big trading range. Can you explain RAM? Well, I'd be doing you, or I should say, I wouldn't be doing you any favors trying to explain RAM in 30 seconds. I'll say this. RAM stands for the wrench action method. It's my take that I built for myself on price action. It's built on logic and nuance. And for me, I needed it to be logical. I needed it to be as simple yet nuanced as possible. And keep here, I'll say this. Keep my stress as low as possible by knowing what's going on 99% of the time, or what I need to do, I should say, while also not sacrificing upside. Again, this was just built for me. It didn't have a name until I was like, well, let me share it with people. Just stick around, man. You'll pick up pretty quick, I think. Or join the tomb if you're serious. Well, the 5 minute in a big old, want to call it a wedge? Fine, man. Big old overlap single bar range. Yeah, I mean, the ATR here on the 5 minute, guys, look at this ATR. It really hasn't faded. Like, all day. I mean, that's kind of nuts. You see that red line bottom of your screen? That's the ATR throughout the day. We're still sitting at 50 here on the 5, which for this time of day, it's kind of crazy that it hasn't faded hardly at all. It's a big sideways range. I mean, I feel like that says a lot. Obviously, same story over here on the 2 minute. That ATR has been pretty damn consistent throughout most of the day. That doesn't happen too often. You're like, well, what's ATR? Average true range, right? Average range in points of a bar on that time frame. Is RAM essentially a single bar high ATR spike setup? No. No, not at all. Not at all. It's if you think of it that simply, you're not trading RAM, you're gonna get chewed up. It's not that simple. There's a lot of nuance. I mean, you got to stick around. It's impossible for me to explain it here in 30 seconds. And if I did, I'd be lying to your ass. Because you'd be getting 1% of the story. Stick around. Or don't, man. Whatever. Well, if you haven't yet, brother, hit the like button. I appreciate you doing so while we sit here and wait for the market to give us a second trade. I mean, it's been a reasonable day here so far. I think a lot of people, they look at a chart like this and think you're just destined to get chewed up on a day like today. That's not true. It's only if you have patience issues. I mean, I'm green every day this week so far. That doesn't, again, small sample size, 4 days, so what? But I don't know. I think a lot of people who lack patience are getting killed this week. It's just a patience problem. Gotta let it come to you, man. No, you want to know a thing that can kill you? Which this'll chew me up if I don't see something clearly enough for a little bit. Which, of course, I'm always trying to improve at. But you see how bar 114, if it closed like here, and you're like, oh, it's a beautiful ram trade. You gotta remember context. This is a big range. So for me to get short, I need another bar or two also closing clean, getting me outside of the trading range. A beautiful ram setup coming to the outside of a range, unless it's a stop hunt, is not a ram setup. Right? Because context is tier number 1. Setup comes second. I mean, this is day 1 of ram training, guys. And a lot of people forget it. Our poll here, first thing you've ever traded, 28% of you started with futures? Wow. See, that's interesting to me because that seems high. I feel like most people, I didn't start with futures. When I started, honestly, I thought futures were super confusing. And I kind of put off looking at them for a little while because I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm a stock and options guy. Futures, I don't know. I don't have to learn like what a tick is and all this shit. It was so stupid because it takes, you look at it for 3 minutes and you're like, oh, I understand exactly everything that's happening here. That's a high percentage though. I feel like 28% starting with futures. Cool, man. 41 stocks, 13 options, 18 crypto or Forex. Right now, 2026, man, crypto and Forex, bottom of the barrel. Massive fees, massive spreads. The most manipulation out of all of them, including stocks. You can't even trust the broker with crypto and Forex trading, which is, it's like, you can't trust your broker. What are we doing here? All right, still inside the range there on 115. Keep an eye out here. Yeah, in all actuality, options are way more like quote-unquote confusing than futures. Because with options, I mean, if you don't understand the Greeks in and out and you can't explain them to me, you shouldn't be trading them. And the problem is 95% of people who trade options cannot explain the Greeks, which I think is hilarious. I guess it's not funny, it's kind of sad actually. But futures are so simple. Contract size, price, what's a tick? How many ticks per point? Okay, what do you want to do? Buy or sell? Like, it's so simple. Futures are a beautifully designed intraday trading product. Also, obviously used for hedging, but it's like options are far more complex and people kind of treat it the opposite. Which is a little scary, honestly. Can't skip the Greeks if you want to trade options, man. What are you doing? It's how they're priced. News! News. The Greeks are Delta, Gamma, Theta, Vega, and then number 5. What's number 5 that everyone forgets about? Rho, right? Those are for options. If you're going to trade options, you got to be able to explain all those inside and out to me. But, honestly, guys, unless you're going to go down the road of net, or I should say net sell option strategies, like 2 and 4 leg spreads, trade futures, dude. Just trade futures. I do think, someday you should do both, because there's built-in edge in the option stuff, the net sell stuff. I think you should do both. But if you're young and you're like, I just need to make money and I'm kind of broke, trade prop firms. Trade futures. Even if you want to start with a small futures personal account, do that. Options are great when you are kind of rich already and are looking for something that's more hands-off. Lower potential, but less effort, less work. Once you learn it. It takes a lot of time to learn everything. But I mean, what do you want from me? You're trying to make money, right? But I think futures are the way for active trading. Again, the reason I was able to go full-time with net sell option stuff is because the market at that time was so good for it. And I knew all about it because I spent so much time studying that. Doesn't mean you should follow that path. Oh, man. By the way, Take Profit Trader code BIG, B-I-G. Take Profits 40% off, and you won't pay an activation fee right now if you use it. Code BIG when you sign up. The activation fee, by the way, is when you pass, you pay 130 bucks. If you use code BIG, you pay 0, which is a fucking big difference. Makes the numbers look a lot better. And they do daily payouts, which is awesome. It hits the bank account real quick. Oh, you NQ! Big ol' range. Look at this. That's sideways, man. One of the toughest environments to find edge is a sideways single bar trading range where there's a ton of overlap. And fast overlap, right? Market's confused. Why the hell would we not be? All right, guys. I'm off to lunch, dude. This is sideways range. One trade, 4,300 bucks. See what the afternoon brings, I guess. Hopefully we can break out of this range. Code BIG! That Apex deal is extended until tomorrow, Friday at midnight. Take Profit Trader 40% off, no activation fee, same code, code BIG. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm off to lunch. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Be patient, dude. Don't do anything stupid. The highest ROI activity when you have nothing but negative expected value is what? Do nothing. And then when you have positive expected value, if you got to take 7 trades in 45 minutes, guess what you're doing? I guess you're taking 7 trades in 45 minutes. All right. See you in the morning. Pharaoh Friday, baby. Let's have a big day tomorrow.